take my hair.
Yeah, they can still fix it.
Yeah, same.
They fixed mine. My dad looked at my phone. He said, I broke my phone so bad that all you could see was the tab on the top left corner. And then, yeah, everything else was black. And then I accidentally sent out an SOS signal. Didn't mean to do that either, but I did it.
Do you guys have basketball today?
Oh.
All right, what numbers did we do?
I tried to do 36 on 322 feet.
I don't remember.
What?
Well, 5.4 we did 6, 32, and 5.6 we can only do 8. Chance to do 36.
All right, from 5-4.
5.4 is page 309.
Yeah, 308 through 309. Okay.
Oops. 5.4.
Yes. Number 6. 6 is less than or equal to F is less than 11. There's a closed circle at 6 and an open circle at 11, and it's shaded in between them. Number 8. Y is greater than or equal to 8, or y is less than -4. There's an open circle at -4 and a closed circle at 8, and it's shaded on the outside. Number 10 is -4 is less than, -4 is less than P is less than or equal to 5. There's an open circle at -4, closed circle at 5, and it's shaded in between them. Number 12. 2 is less than or equal to H is less than 3. There's a closed circle at 2 and an open circle at 3, shaded in between them. Number 4 is no solution, or the null set, and the graph would be empty. Number 16. So you would get 40 is less than or equal to R, or whatever variable you choose to use, is less than or equal to 70. Closed circles on both ends, and it's shaded in between them. 18 is -1 is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to 4. 20 is X is less than 0, or X is greater than or equal to 3. 22 is X is less than or equal to 3, or X is greater than or equal to 6. Did we go there or through 26? Through, oh yeah, because I had, yeah. Okay, 24 is 4 is less than B is less than or equal to 5. Open circle at 4, closed circle at 5, shaded in between them. 26, M is less than -6, or M is less than, greater than 1. Open circles on both and shaded on the outside. 28, A, is from $5.60 to $8.40 inclusive. 28B is from $140 to $210 inclusive. 30, -8 less than 3n plus 4 less than 10. And then when you solve it, it is -4 is less than n is less than 2. And 32 is 0 is less than 1/2 n is less than or equal to 1. And when you solve it, you get 0 is less than or equal to n is less than or equal to 2. What questions on that first lesson do we have? 24, sure.
The ands and ors.
Yeah.
What does that mean again?
So generally the or is on the outside. The and is you do it all together. What is your actual question? I'm not quite sure what your actual question is.
Whenever that's there, what does that mean? What do you do?
Don't forget that all of these lessons are recorded. They are recorded for you, not random dude on the internet. Although I don't care if random dude on the internet watches as well. That's fine. If random dude gets benefit, great. But they're for you. You did, but you may not have remembered. 24. 3b plus 2 is less than 5b minus 6 is less than or equal to 2b plus 9. What should we do? This problem is scary because it's got a lot of things going on. It's got b's everywhere. What were you saying? You're saying subtract 3 what? Not 3 from the b, but we can't, so we do need this b to go over here and this b to go over here. And you would move it by subtracting, so you're kind of half right, right? So we could subtract 3b from all 3 sides. Right? Because 3b minus 3b is 0. Right? And we can do whatever we want to this, just like an equation, as long as we do it everywhere, right? 5b minus 3b, that's easy. That's 2b, right? And then 2b minus 3b is what? Negative b. All right, what now?
Could we add 6?
We could, but let's get all the b's together first. Adding 6 is absolutely something we're probably going to do. What? Add b, yeah, that's true. Oh, wait. That's going to be problematic.
So the way I did it, I figured out that no matter what you did, there'd always be
A b.
Yeah. If I split it into 2 equations instead.
Yeah, I think that's going to be I think that is going to be the tactic. I think you're right. I think because if we add b, let's catch everybody up to this side quest. If we add b, we got to add b here. Add b here. That's great, but we've also got to add it there. Right? So let's go back and use a different tactic. Let's start back at the top again. Use a different strategy. Let's turn this compound inequality into 2 separate inequalities. Right? 3b plus 2 is less than 5b minus 6, and 5b minus 6 is less than or equal to 2b plus 9.
I don't remember doing any of this.
You don't remember solving equations and inequalities?
No, like splitting it into 2 like that.
That's because we've never done that before. Listen very carefully, because I'm going to say something that's important. And the sooner y'all do this, or at least start working on this, it's a skill that'll take building. That part of your brain is not stretched much in your life yet. Math, especially next year, but even in algebra, is about building these tools and seeing how they fit together. Okay? So instead of trying to, some of you, many of you, most of you, all of you, some number of you, are used to thinking about math in a particular way. The sooner you stop that, the sooner you'll get better at math. If the way you're trying to do math is memorizing steps, that ain't never going to work, because it's too many steps. I can't remember all those steps. You can't either. Your working memory can hold, usually on a good day, 4 things, 4 steps. That's it. After 4 steps, it's oozing out your brain. Right? So you want to think about pieces and how they fit together. So now, we've never done anything like this before, ever. Never happened. Has never happened. So we use a tool that we've used before to start, right? We started by just like putting stuff together, doing things, and then we realized that tool doesn't work. Think about it like this. If I'm building a shed in my backyard and I'm using nails, I can go and I can start down a path using a sledgehammer, but eventually I'm going to break a 2x4 and realize that doesn't work. And then I go get a different tool, a little hammer. Right? Does this make sense? So that's what we're doing. It's like, okay, well, we can't do it that way. Let's try doing it this way. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, for this one, what we do? Sure, that's fine. So 3b is less than 5b minus 8, right? Now what? Why did I split it up like that and not like some other way?
Like, I don't understand, like, how you...
Let me see if I can answer what I think you're asking.
It's like if we did the other thing, it was like this side's positive, this side's negative, so
Right. So the reason we do that is because it's absolute value. The reason why that has to go with that piece and the split into two there is because absolute value turns it positive. Right? And so that's why the negative version appears. Because if you get the negative version, because like in the simplest version of absolute value of x equals 4. Right? If x is 4, I get the right answer. But if it's negative 4, I also get the right answer. So that's why this one is totally different idea. We're not really splitting it into two, we're just writing this separately. Because this is like an and. Like this whole thing is like an and. It's this is less than this and this is less than this. Right? And so if this is less than this and, then I can just write this chunk over here and this chunk over there. And see what happens. It might still blow up. We don't know yet. Sometimes problems aren't solvable. Some things are impossible. Why are we zoning out? Everybody come back. I know it's the afternoon and it's the spring semester, but we got this. I have to be here, so you have to too. Come back. Okay. Does that help at all a little bit? Okay. What now? Either one of those will work. We should do one of them. What should we do? Sure, minus 5b. You could minus the 3b. The only trick to doing subtract 3b here would be to remember that 3b minus 3b is 0, not just like, oh, my entire problem broke. Right? You just put a 0 there. Okay? So negative 2b is less than negative 8. Now what? Negative 2. So what do I get? And what else? Yeah. It flips because we divided by a negative, right? What about over here? Sure, that's fine. Unconventional, but not illegal. What? Yeah, that's what I said. Unconventional, but not illegal. Negative 6 is less than or equal to negative 3b plus 9. Now what? Sure. Minus 9. Also legal. Negative 15 is less than or equal to negative 3b. What now? Divide by negative 3. What now? I'm waiting. Y'all are more asleep than I've seen y'all in a math class in a long time.
5 is greater than or equal to b.
True enough.
And flip it. Well, you don't have to actually.
Well, we started with a compound inequality, so we should probably end with a compound inequality. Right? So we're going to shove the b in the middle. Which is smaller, 4 or 5? 4. So he's going to go over here. Why are you saying 5? How do I know which way these go? When I put my inequality signs back in. Yeah. So this is going to point at the 4, and this is going to point at the b, right? Now when I go to graph the thing, what do I do? Okay. Sure, 0, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what? Where? Closed circle on 5. Great, now what? I'm there, now what? Open circle, now what? We are going to shade in between. Look, Mom, we did it.
So, how do you know how you shade on the outside?
This B, according to this symbol, is it bigger or smaller than 4? Look again. This is, okay, so two things may have rose to the surface. This is a less than symbol, right? But the B is on the other side, right? So the B is greater than the 4. So greater than go that way. Is the B less than the 5 or greater than the 5? Less than the 5. So less than go that way. So this way and this way go this way. Yeah. What other questions from this lesson?
Let's do 28, Katie. Come on, get with it.
Okay. Okay, Bert. Pretty sure I've said this the other day, but very clearly we're done with this chapter, which means we have a test on Thursday. Yeah, the sooner you start doing that, the better, but if you haven't started yet, then, get on it. Groups of 15 or more, this is at a zoo apparently, receive a 20% discount to the Caldwell Zoo in Tyler, Texas. Tickets range in price from $7 buckaroos to $10.50, depending on your age. What is the range of ticket prices after the 20% discount is used? This is one of those problems that when we hit some things in word problems, it's almost easier to solve this with algebraic thinking instead of algebraic doing. Okay, so if I get 20% off of $7, how do I figure out how much I'm supposed to spend? Deal, is that what you said? Deal, yeah, you do deal with it. And you're very happy that you deal with spending less money, right? When we have a percent, we're pretty much always finding a percent of something. What is of in math? Multiplication. In order to multiply a percent, what do we need to turn the percent into first?
Decimal.
A decimal. What's 20%
0.10.
as a decimal? How do we get there? Divided by 100, which effectively moves the decimal twice. Blam, blam. If it really makes you feel better, you can add the little zero right there, but he don't care. He don't matter. So 20% of, we just said times, 7 buckaroos. What does that equal? It does equal a number. $1.40. So here's the next question you need to think. And if you start thinking and using your little brains, you can figure out the obvious answer. So we just found 20% of $7. $7 is the ticket price. Am I going to pay $1.40? No. That's how much I'm taking off. So yeah, I got to subtract from 7. And so what do I get? $5.60. Now, that's half the answer for part A. I'm going to throw something else out there. This is so when you're going to go shop at Kohl's, and you go to the section that says 60% off. You could go through all of these steps, right? And you could multiply it times 0.6. There's this top over there, and it's normally $128 because clothing is stupid like that, right? And so you multiply it times 0.6, enter, and then you subtract it, or you could multiply it times 40%. Because if we take away 60%, how many percent are left? 40. Same. We could have multiplied 7 times 80%, and we would have got this number to begin with. Okay, so that's the low end, depending on your age. That's for like old people and young people, right? And then 1050, right? Same deal. All right, so we got 1050. We want to take 20% off of it. Let's use our shortcut. Multiply times 80%. And what do we get? $8.40. Whoa. So between 560 and 840, you'd write those in the correct order. Easy peasy. If a group purchases 25 tickets, find the range of prices. So we multiply this times 25, that times 25, write those numbers, and done. Peace out, Holmes. All right. Anything else on this lesson?
Let's do 14.
Okay. 14. Okay.
Drag, Katie. I think she got that.
I think we all understood it.
Did you really though, Charlotte?
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm sorry, I'm slow. My goodness.
Why are you so fast?
I don't know.
What do we do?
Something minus 13.
Great. It's already split. It split itself. But it didn't split any infinitives, whatever that means.
Bless you.
You know, everyone always says that. Don't split infinitives, but I don't even know what an infinitive is, so I don't know whether I split it. How do those steps look for the first step? Does that look reasonable?
No, I don't like them.
Okay, get over it. Did you say what? Porque what? Yeah, you are the one that said what? Yes. And then I said, porque what?
I didn't say what.
Which is why what? I love that plan so much. Let's go, Katie.
That's beautiful, Katie.
Right?
What is wrong?
Brain rot.
Wait, what did you say?
That's
Said what is
brain
the
rot.
I'm sorry.
Oh. No, the audio I'm talking about is brain rot. It's a brain rot audio.
Unfortunately.
6-7 is also a brain rot audio.
Yeah.
We know this.
Hello.
Why did you say my phone?
Staring at me aggressively.
When is she not?
When she's focused on the board.
Very nice. Very nice.
Why is it with that?
What?
Why do we graph it?
I want you to look at it first. Think about it. Yes, Sam?
No, look.
Wait.
Look at it. You tell me.
Why did that, buddy? Is it because they're both
One of them's negative.
That's true. One of them is negative and one of them's positive. Look at the whole flipping thing, people. Stop talking. Don't speak. Don't talk. Look at it. Think about it. A is less than or equal to negative 4, and A is greater than 4. Look at it. Use your brains and think about it.
That don't make sense.
When is that possible?
Always.
Never. A is never both less than negative 4 and greater than 4. Never, never. Never, never, never. In Algebra 1, there is a range of possibilities for how to write the answer. In Algebra 2, that's the only way to write the right answer. That is the correct answer, but if you wrote no solution or does not exist, I wouldn't count it wrong this year. But the null set is correct. A set with nothing in it. But we don't care about formalities yet.
My goodness.
I know.
Let's look at the next lesson, shall we? Okay. 5, 6. But for this one, we probably need pictures, right? What numbers did we do? 10 through what?
36. This one was 6 through 36.
No, this one was 10
6 through 67. No, I didn't. Did I really? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I lied.
Wait.
6 and 7. Did I show you? This one was correct.
No, that one's 6 through
36 even.
Oh, I got it backwards. No. Wait, so this is 5 point. I just got the
Alright,
numbers wrong.
that's good. Yeah, this one was 6 to 32.
Oh, I had to take the big one out. I just remembered what it was.
The blue didn't like you, but in a way.
Not on purpose.
In a special way.
In a special way. Do you guys still have?
Why did you get it from blue instead of getting it yourself?
I forgot to write it down.
Okay, look, I got you. Look, like, again, we use our mental faculties. I'm going to go to the YouTube, you see? And then in YouTube, I'm going to type Ember Learning Labs.
And I thought we were friends. Wow.
You see, I found it. Good. Then I'm going to go to the channel. And I'm going to click this little button that says Live. I'm going to go and be like, oh, what was the date? Oh, I got to go look at my calendar real quick. The date was the 15th. Okay. Back to YouTube. Scroll down to the date that says the 15th, Algebra 1. I'm going to click on the thing. And then, see, I'm going to use my full brain now. I'm going to scroll all the way to the end of the flipping video. And then, whoa,
Did you just ask
I've
me
got
to
the
do that?
thing I need.
You skip ahead in the video.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
It's not that hard. Anyway, let's see, where was I? Right here in math class. Okay. I have been over that idea multiple times, kids. For the 5 billionth time, I record this class for the people in this class. That's why I do it. It is a waste of my time to set up my camera, connect to the internet, all of those things. I have 860 subscribers. It's not even monetized. And even if I get to the 1,000 subscriber mark, I'll probably make like 10 cents a month. I don't put them up there to make money. I put them up there so you can use them.
If you can't be trusted with little, you can't be trusted with a lot.
Okay, well that is scriptural, but I don't really know what that has to do with anything.
Let's just see how much it makes a year. Hold on.
That's
10 cents times 12 would be 120 cents, $1.20.
That's a lot of profit right there.
$1.20 a year. Imagine 12 years.
I don't know who, but their cat ate a penny. What about ours? Like, there's like thousands of
All right, number 10 is right there.
That's 11.
Well, it was 10 until I bumped it.
There we go.
What? You weren't even looking. You don't know. You're probably talking about who you have a crush on now. You what? Oh, I'm sorry. See, that's why I say it's not a good idea to date while you're this age, because all it leads to is drama and heartache. I was right. He wasn't worth it. You're better off. You know I'm right. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Number 10. Number 12. I don't know, did you?
I like did a little. I don't know what that is.
Well, if you can't tell what you wrote, then no, you didn't get it right. Number 14 looks like that guy. Whoa.
Graphic paper.
That'd be a real great idea.
I know, right?
That'd be swell. A ruler would be smart too. Number 16. Whoa. Number 18. Number 20 is y is less than or equal to 2x minus 4. Number 22 is y is greater than 3x minus 3. Number 24 is that guy. All day. 26 is that one. 28 is that one. Number 30 is on a different page, so let me turn there and tell you. Boom, 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 boom. You're in a public place. It doesn't matter. That is the way the law works. That is absolutely the way the law works. You don't have to consent to anything if you're in a public place. If I can see you in your home from a public place, you can't tell me anything. If you are in public, you have no presumed right to privacy. This is easy law with lots and lots of precedent. If you're in public, You have no right to privacy.
Dang, that's kind of creepy.
That's why you shouldn't be doing creepy stuff when you're in public. Save your creepy stuff for when you're at home and with your door shut and your windows closed. That's where you do the creepy stuff. Like, clip your toenails. That's pretty creepy stuff, right?
I agree with that.
Who would do that in public?
I know.
Anyone who goes to a nail salon.
34 is right there. And 36B is that one. Whoop.
That looks weird.
36A is 0.25x plus 0.75y is less than or equal to 37.5. What questions for this lesson do we have? 26, please.
36.
We do not know this one. Thought you were laughing.
No, I scored.
Katie, why'd you make your brother sick? That was rude of you.
I didn't. He's not sick.
He's not.
No, he was too lazy to get up this morning. Did he tell you he was sick?
Something.
Cover your face.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Guys, Katie, huh?
Kate,
Why are you dead?
Stop dying.
She suffocated herself there real quick.
You kind of said that in the same sort of tone as that one guy from Nigeria or wherever he's from. Still one of the funniest videos on the internet. Why are you gay?
Why are you dead?
Still funny. That video is still one of the funniest videos on the internet today. And it's one of those videos that's always funny.
Always.
Like every time it comes up, it's still funny. All right, which one did we say we were doing? 24? 36. That's the same, right? Oh my gosh, words. Mr. Jones would like to spend no more than $37.50 per week. We get so stop, time out. Think about inequalities. Think about that sentence all by itself. You can build part of the equation without having to know anything else. We know that whatever is happening over here, it's got to be less than or equal to $37.50, right? Because he wants to spend no more than that. So no matter what else it tells us, we know that's going to be part of the inequality. This is what I'm talking about, where you have to think. Because word problems, they ain't got no steps. They don't. I mean, they do, and some people teach it that way. That's how I was taught in high school. I thought I was really bad at word problems until I took college algebra, and my professor taught it different. I was like, oh, I'm not bad. I just need to think about it different. Easy peasy, right? So this is clearly true, right? No matter what else it tells us. A curbside recycling service will remove up to 50 pounds of plastic, bottles, and paper products per week. They charge 25 cents per pound of plastic and 75 cents per pound of paper products. Okay, so we got 3 different numbers and some other stuff. You should know this by now in Algebra 1, but if you don't, surprise, sometimes you use all the numbers they give you, and sometimes you don't. So we need to read part A and see whether we need to use all those numbers or not. We may not even need that. I may have got lost and confused for a minute and have to go back. Let's see what part A says. Write an inequality that describes Mr. Jones' weekly costs for the service if he stays within his budget. Okay, so going back to those numbers, which ones have to do with cost and which ones don't? $37.50 does. What other ones have to do with cost? Which one? You stop talking. The accent's too much and you're the only one talking right now. Okay, so which one doesn't have to do with cost? The 50 pounds. He's going to wash stuff up to 50 pounds, right? So the other 2 have to do with cost, right? Easy peasy. 25 cents per pound of plastic and 75 cents per pound of paper products. So I have a question for you. If he does 4 pounds of plastic products, how much is he spending on that? Look at your neighbor's book or something. It's hard to follow along with a word problem if you can't see what the words say.
What question?
38, 36, excuse me. You just spend $1. How'd you get that? You didn't add 4 plus 0. You multiplied, right? So 25 cents per plastic. You see how what happened there? Like if I just said write an equation, you'd be like, do I put times, do I put divide, do I put plus, what the heck do I do? But all we had to do was step back and say, okay, if I was figuring this out, what would I do? Multiply, right? And then 75 cents times whatever the other one is, right? Paper. Oh, that's great. We've got plastic and paper. I guess we're going to have to use X and Y because they're both P's. There we go. I switched it to X and Y because we could use like A and L, but we might get even more confused. Okay, so part A done. Done and dusted. Easy peasy. Part B. Graph an inequality for the weekly cost of the service. Great. So we need to make that graphable. What we need to do.
Can I speak now, please?
No. Poor thing. Put it in slope-intercept form sounds great. So in order to put it in slope-intercept form, which one's got to be by itself? The y, right? So what do we got to move?
The X.
How do we move it?
Minus.
Yeah. We're going to subtract 0.25x. Can we combine those two? Yes or no? We cannot. You see, what I'm doing here is out loud is important. If you're still struggling with any of this, start thinking about what I'm saying. If you compartmentalize your thinking and just ask yourself a simple question, do these match? No. So don't smush them together, right? Now what? What is that number? Why is that a 7? Yeah, divide everything. No. Oh, I don't know why I wrote a 77 to begin with. I'm pretty sure it's 75 cents.
It is 75 cents.
Yeah, I don't know why I wrote a 7. I apologize.
You should be sorry. Whoa. Stop being so, like.
She's being very aggressively hateful to everyone today, so I don't really know.
Make mistakes, guys.
But why?
You're right. It was all mistakes.
Okay. What is negative 0.25 divided by 0.75? See, if that was a fraction, you could do that in your brain. With those things, it makes it a lot more complicated. Anyway, what'd you say? 50? No, that's definitely wrong. Because it's definitely negative and definitely not
No, I was doing that. I meant the other one.
50.
That would be negative. Wait, no, you can't do that.
What?
Can't do that.
0.25 divided by 0.75. Enter.
No, but there's an X on 0.25.
We're not combining terms. We're just dividing. Divide everything. So all gets divided.
So the negative 0.3.
It is not negative 0.3. That is false. I don't know. I'm struggling with that number. I don't know what's happening.
0.3 repeating.
Is it negative 1 point or 1/3?
It is negative 1/3. It is definitely negative 1/3.
I forgot to put the negative in.
My brain is not working today.
If that was a fraction, it would be super easy. How do you divide fractions?
Opposite.
Not opposite, but reciprocal.
Yeah.
right? So 1/4 times 4/3. 4 is reduced to 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 1/3. You don't need no stinking calculator, but if it makes you feel better to have your emotional support calculator, I guess. Okay, 3750 divided by 0.75. 50.
I concur.
See, he said same way.
Is he going to do less than 0? No. We only need quadrant 1. That's why the graph, quote unquote, I always say that wrong. Every single time.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, exactly. See, you say it wrong too.
How did I say it wrong?
It is not quote unquote. But that's what I say every single time, and it's apparently what you say as well. Because it's quote unquote. Because the beginning quote is the quote, and then unquote is the closing quote. So, but every time I say it wrong, quote unquote, but that is not what it is.
I can't say monster correctly.
You can't say Munster correctly? Like the
I
cheese?
choose not to. No,
Like monster? Okay, yeah. That is, see, I don't choose not to. 50, and then we go up 1/3 and go, and then we shade below. Great.
Caramel. Yeah, that's what everybody says it is.
So they're right and you're right. That's a word that's correct both ways. Just like technically, even though everybody hates the pronunciation pecan, it's not wrong.
What about pecan?
It's a pecan. They're both correct.
City people say pecan.
Okay, so that one is definitely crayon.
It's crayon.
The only alternate pronunciation that I'm not going to beat you up over is crayon, because it works technically, phonetically. But when somebody calls it crown, we go fight because that is a totally different thing. It's something you put on your head. Good granny boat. It is a 2-syllable word, whatever else you do with it. If you want to go crayon, that's fine. It sounds a little goofy, but okay.
what's the word the most letters you can think of that has only one syllable?
That has only one syllable? I don't know.
I don't even know how to say it.
I was thinking any.
I was thinking thought.
Any has 2 syllables.
Oh, well, I say
And it's not very large.
Oh, I was thinking something else.
The word that has the most letters only has one syllable. I think it's thought.
Through is pretty big. No, through is longer. Okay. Any other questions from this lesson?
No, thank you.
Wait.
But can we start this very quick?
We're not taking a quiz.
Thank you.
We only have 6 minutes.
We can do 30. Sure. Okay. Yeah, sure. For 30, it's another example of you have to think about what words mean. Darn it. Y is greater than or equal to 6. It says, graph each inequality, determine which ordered pairs are part of the solution set. So the solution set has not the solution set, but the ordered pairs we're supposed to check are these ones. This is a classic problem that doing something like this in a computer task would totally be a thing. This would be like a hitbox in a video game. You get scared too easily, I guess. Okay. So, it's because you're using little If this was actually this, what would it look like?
You put it on the y-axis and then you well, I mean,
I don't know whether you mean the right thing or not, but you're definitely saying the wrong thing. You might be meaning the correct thing. I don't know. What would that look like?
Be a horizontal line.
It would be. Y is always 6 in this thing. So we'd go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we,
You forgot because y equals 6.
if that was the equation, right? We're doing this one, which is similar. But we graph inequalities the same way we graph equalities, right? Just with shading, right? So that's the scaffold point, right? So it's a straight line, a solid line. Why is it a solid line? Because they equal to. Are we going to shade above it or below it? Above it. Easy money. Right? Now, is 0, 4 up here? It's like right here. So, no. Is -2, 7 up here? Y'all are lying. Because it is like right there. All day.
I said no because everybody else was saying no.
Well, that's what you shouldn't do. What's the point of that? Makes you either look smart or dumb. Either way, it's a lie because it wasn't your thinking.
So sad.
Sorry.
Anyway, is 4, 8 up there? Yes. 8 is bigger than 6. Yeah, which means it's higher than this line, right? What about -4, -8? No, he's not up there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
1, 6. Is it? Yes. He's on the line, right? And since it's solid. Now, if it was this would be another no, right?
Yes.
But it's not that. It's equal to, right? Which part? Graphic part? See, okay, that's something we're going to have to get over because that's like the whole point of the class is thinking about it, right? Easy peasy? Yes, sir.
Shading up or down. It's at.
Greater than or less than?
Okay.
Which, we've got to stop thinking about what to do. Math is not about that. Math is not about that at all. Not really. You know what's more about that than math is grammar. Grammar is a what to do. Grammar is a what to do and when and always. Math is a why to do. Because if you think about why we're shading above, it's not just because it points that way. It's not just because whatever else. Like if I told you to graph this on a number line, x in this, is it bigger or smaller than -5? Even though this is a less than symbol. This is a less than symbol. But is x bigger or smaller than -5? Bigger or equal to. So which direction in a number line is bigger? Bigger go this way. You say, well, if you think about why and what and why this is the things, then it'll make more sense. Like, for example, if I told you to graph this on that number, on a two-dimensional graph, where is it and how do I shade it? This one, do it in a different color. Honestly, look at it again though. X is always less than 0. Which axis is X? This one. So X is always less than 0. So this one would be going over here. Because in left and right, less go that way.
Wait, so where did we get the X from?
I made it up.
Okay, I'm just being so good, I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. All right, children. We have a test Thursday. If you want practice test answers, they are a message away. You need a new word, girl. You know it? She doesn't even know I'm talking to her. That's how we roll. Spilling too much tea.